Welcome back. This time we're going to talk about AWS WAF and Shield for machine learning. But before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone you know taking the AWS Machine Learning Associate exam. So, WAF is a managed a managed layer 7 firewall service protecting web applications from common exploits like SQL injections and cross-site scripting, right? It provides fine-grained control over incoming HTTP requests through web access control lists, right? These are attached to application layer AWS services. Unlike layer 4 firewalls operating at the TCP UDP level, WAF focuses on HTTP/S protection, right? This filters and monitors application level requests. So, how does this work? So WAF integrates only with specific AWS services. For exams, remember WAF does not support network load balancers. Supported services include Application Load Balancer, Amazon CloudFront globally, Amazon API Gateway, AWS AppSync for GraphQL APIs, and Amazon Cognito user pools. Network Load Balancer and EC2 instances directly are not supported. So what is WAF capable of doing? All right. Web ACLs contain rule sets controlling web application access. Rules allow, block, or count requests. IP set rules filter by specific IP ranges up to 10,000 IPs per set. Header and body matching inspect request headers and payloads. URI filtering blocks malicious paths or known attack vectors. Size constraints limit request size maximums like 2 megabytes. Geomatch allows or blocks traffic by country. Rate-based rules throttle by IP if too many requests per second occur, like blocking IPs exceeding 10 requests per second. For CloudFront, ACLs are global. For ALB, Application Load Balancer, and API gateways, ACLs are regional. So, architecture of it. All right. So to deploy applications needing fixed IPs with WAF protection and application load balancer, use the global accelerator for fixed IP addresses, connecting to application load balancer with WAF attached, routing to your application. Since application load balancer doesn't support fixed IPs, global accelerator provides that capability while WAF adds layer 7 protection. So let's see. So when you open the WAF console, you can choose the web ACLs and create a web ACL, right? From here, you can enter the name, select the resource, and then like the CloudFront or application load balancer. Let's go in here and see if we can get this. It might prompt me to sign up. And if that's so, we won't because it incurs costs. Yeah, so we can create this WAF test. All right. That's the CloudWatch, associated services. All right. You can add rules here. Okay. Add manage rules, add my own rules. Okay. AWS manage rules. I don't know. See the costs here. And so you can add this to this. All right. So from there, you can set default actions like allow, block, whatever, and then review and create the web ACL associated with your target, like your application load balancer. Okay, so let's see Shield. All right. All right. So Shield provides DDoS protection, defending infrastructure from distributed DDoS attacks or distributed denial of service, right? So these target availability and scalability. Two tiers exist. Shield Standard, free, which is free for all customers, and Shield Advanced, which is paid for enterprises. All right. So what is Shield Standard? Shield Standard automatically protects AWS infrastructure, including EC2, enterprise load, what was it? Elastic Load Balancer, CloudFront, and Route 53 against common layer 3 and layer 4 attacks like SYN floods, UDP reflection, and TCP floods. No user intervention is required. This basic protection suffices for most small to medium workloads. Then you have Shield Advanced. All right. Shield Advanced costs about $3,000 per month per organization. It provides 24/7 DDoS response team access with on-call security engineers assisting during active attacks. Cost protection refunds elevated usage fees from DDoS attacks like bandwidth charges. Integration with AWS WAF automatically creates and deploys mitigation rules during attacks. Layer 7 auto mitigations work with WAF, blocking malicious HTTP requests. And enhanced reporting and metrics provide real-time visibility and attack diagnostics via CloudWatch. Shield Advanced protects EC2 instances, elastic load balancers, including the application and the network. It also protects CloudFront distributions, AWS Global Accelerator, and Route 53 hosted zones. So, all right. So, what else does it do? So, while WAF, well, Shield isn't technically AI focused, but it does protect APIs and endpoints that service machine learning models or real-time AI predictions. So it ensures availability under attacks. This matters especially for AI inference endpoints deployed via API gateway with Lambda or SageMaker endpoints accessed via the application load balancer or CloudFront. So let's see. Setting up Shield Advanced. All right. So this is the main page for it. But to do this, you go to your console, go to Shield. All right. You can do subscribe to Shield Advance right here. All right. And then from here, you can select resources to protect, like your application load balancer, CloudFront, Route 53, and you can optionally enable DRT access and cost protection. And from there, you can enable automatic WAF rule mitigation. And then when you're done, you would go down, click confirm, accept the price, and you're signed up. All right. So how much does this cost? Okay, we talked about this already. So WAF costs $5 monthly per web ACL plus $1 monthly per rule set plus request-based fees around 60 cents per million requests. All right. Shielded Standard is free and included by default. Shield Advanced costs approximately $3,000 per month per organization. All right. And so how does this work with machine learning? Though neither WAF nor Shield are machine learning services, they're critical protecting machine learning APIs and services, which you already talked about. The public API gateway or application load balancer endpoints serve machine learning predictions, and those need protection. CloudFront delivery of web apps embedding machine learning outputs from comprehend or recognition also requires security. This ensures availability and compliance in regulated industries like healthcare, finance, or whatever, but it depends on what services you need, right? So this would enable secure machine learning deployments that would prevent external disruptions, including credential stuffing, DDoS-induced outages, API scraping, and malicious payloads via JSON. So for the certification exam, remember this: when any questions are asked about protecting machine learning inference endpoints from attacks, securing API gateways serving predictions, or implementing fixed IPs with application firewall protection, understand that WAF and Shield demonstrate practical knowledge of defending production level infrastructure for machine learning against application layer exploits and DDoS attacks so you can ensure availability for AI services. So thank you for joining. Before you go, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone you know taking the AWS Machine Learning Associate exam. Thank you. Have a good day.